All right. Welcome to the first annual Art of Strong, featuring your boy, Kanvy. It's nice to meet you all. I'm really glad to be here at KuroCon Volume 2, and I hope all of you guys have a fantastic time enjoying the deep, deep lore of Strong Zero, something I hold very near and dear to my very soul. And I love all of you guys for attending. I appreciate it all so much. I can guarantee you right now it's going to be a complete show. Annual? Oh, sorry. I live in dog years, so everything kind of goes by really fast. Don't worry, Chief. We're on it. We're on it. We're back in the game. And today we're going to be talking about Strong Zero. So, moving along forward, oh man, do we have a treat for you boys today? We are going to be talking, first and foremost, about my origins and how you may know me from Shibuya Meltdown with a zero. Or you may recognize me from the popular Twitter Shibuya Meltdown with a one. Oh, of course, of course. Maybe not everybody knows who I am, but you surely have heard of me from the popular Twitter account at Kanvy2D, right? Of course you have. Yeah, let's go. For a lot of you out there who don't know who I am, I'm an esports dude. I drink a lot. I travel. I go to events. I wish I was as hardcore as a lot of you guys. I'm just as entry level as you guys as far as anything Japan, anything. But as a subject matter expert of being on Shibuya Meltdown, I have to inform you that this is my territory, and as of today, I'm taking control of the airwave. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, what exactly did he do to get on Shibuya Meltdown? What exactly did he do to pass out on a train? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember that night. But what I do know is that Strong Zero is the reason that I had one of the best times of my life in Japan multiple times. Very good shop, I know. See, I'm one of those people, I like to support my free use programs. Programs like Paint.net, GIMP, of course. Adobe, out the way, buddy. I need to support the real ones in the industry, okay? And meanwhile, talking about real ones in the industry, we need to talk about Strong Zero, the original real one. Now, a lot of you probably are wondering, again, and I know I'm be saying this a lot, because honestly, I don't know what to expect. Strong Zero is this mythical drink that, by some miracle, comes in at a simple 69%. 629, not 69. Oh, God, if it did come at 69, ooh, that'd be very nice. Now, if you have cans, by all means, go ahead and open them up. This is a free open bar. If you have soda, water, milk, juice, anything, go ahead and just start consuming it. Today is our day to party. After all, with pandemic going on, it's very important that we have that camaraderie and we just party. Just imagine this like any other off-kai that you've been to. Minus Lucky Star on the wall. Or those dudes in the corner spitting in a bucket from the Homestuck fan club. Anyway, Strong Zeros are relatively cheap, and that's one of the reasons why they're highly sought out for in the community. With a price range of about 80 to 200 yen, you can't get a better deal than a Strong Zero. But obviously, that price changes unless you get the tall boy. Now, if my math is correct, which I can assure you it's not as a high school dropout, these bad boys range anywhere from a small 250 to 300 milliliter can to a massive 500 milliliter, aka the tall boy. Now, if you're like me and you're in America, you've probably seen those giant cans of Four Loko. Imagine that, but better. And of course, you go to Don Quixote, you're averaging at least 187 yen per purchase on a tall boy. Minimum 87 yen, maybe 92 if you're getting the grapefruit punch one, which, by the way, very, very bad taste. If you haven't already, I'm saving you the trouble now. Meanwhile, what people don't understand is Strong Zero is actually a cocktail drink. Unlike your standard Asahi or Sapporo or Kirin Ichiban, or God forbid anyone even knows what Orion is. But mixed cocktails are usually a drink that's made of vodka or soju, at least in this case in Japan. And a lot of times they're referred to as chuhais. Now, what makes chuhais really, really nice is that in these drinks, there is no sugar. And for the special Strong Zero, they use real fruit, frozen in liquid nitrogen at 196 Celsius, crushed and soaked in the fiery depths of alcohol, and then combined with the citrus or grape aroma that we all know and love. And it's very healthy. Yes, very healthy. Might I remind you that every can of Strong Zero for 250 milliliters is 100 calories with no sugar. I know, right? Meanwhile, it's kind of weird to think that you could be finding these bad boys everywhere, whether it's a grocery store, a convenience store, or a department store like Don Quixote. You basically cannot not find these anywhere. They're in every single street corner. You cannot find these anywhere else. I can even assure you that one time that I was in Japan, I saw these bad boys in a medical pharmacy in a little mini fridge in the very corner. And trust me, this thing does its work. You thought you wanted to use whiskey for a toothache? Nah, bro, get Strong Zero. Now, what's really cool about Strong Zero is that there's lots of varieties of Strong Zero, and one of them is actually made by Suntory, which is infamous for the specific Strong Zero variant. What Suntory does compared to other manufacturers is just something short of a miracle. Even science can't explain it. And yes, that fridge did look like one of those mini fridge Red Bulls. God forbid I even want one of those. If anyone knows how to import one of those bad boys, I need a mini fridge really badly. If you're a gamer like me, you need gamer fuel, that's your gear. And yes, science can't explain Strong Zero. Sometimes the flavor just comes naturally. Now, if you aren't initiated in the flavors of Strong Zero, I want to give you a quick little tour of my personal stash that I brought with me from my last trip in Japan during the pandemic. Now, from the top left going to the top right, we actually have a plethora of unique flavors. And if you don't recognize them already, we have Strong Zero Plum, Strong Zero Strawberry Pocky, Strong Zero Chardonnay, not Chardonnay, Sparkling Grape, Strong Orange, Kaden, the Strong Grapefruit, I believe that's pear at the top right. We have Double Lemon at the bottom, Sicily Lemon in the bottom left, Chardonnay Sparkling Strong in the bottom right, and the classic, God, if anyone actually wants to buy this, the Strong Grapefruit W. Which, God forbid, if anyone ever even orders the grapefruit, what is wrong with you? Of course, everybody likes Classic Lemon. That's the OG one, right? Anyway, one of the things that we need to make sure that we go over, especially, is with Strong Zero being only available in Japan. And fortunately for you guys, I have a treat for you, because right now, we, as a group, can all go to Japan together, and we can grab ourselves a magical can of Strong Zero. So boys, bring it all in, all right? We're going to Japan. We're going to one of my favorite convenience stores today, over here at Family Mart. Let's go. So over here we got all the things we need in the store. We have snacks, we have Bang, energy drinks, you name it, anything you ever want in your life, this is the place to get it. You want ice cream? We got ice cream. What kind of ice cream? Every flavor in the world that you ever want. Coolish, chocolate, pan de leche, anything you ever imagined. It's everywhere in this freezer. And to be fair, it's very cheap too. All right, it's extremely cheap. Hey. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, okay? These people don't understand how hype I am to get my Coolish, my frozen yogurt. Okay? Maybe I want all of these. There are just so many choices, right? And so we're gonna go around. We're gonna look for some more snacks. We got some food over there. We have some food over here. A couple snacks. Oh, and another cooler, some potato chips and ramen. Bro, they got some good ramen over here. All right? Now, if you've ever been to a Lawson, a 7-Eleven, a Family Mart, This is live. This is live. Check it out. We got spaghetti in the back. We got more coolers. We got bread in the corner. You know what? Speaking of, you know what? Maybe I do want some Strong. Yeah, you think? No. Let's just do a double back, all right? Now, what I'm wondering here is, am I in the mood for ramen? Am I in the mood for crackers? And there's just so much variety. Yes, it's extremely powerful, my dude. It's extremely powerful. And I wanted to share this moment with you because for today only, we get to go past pandemic into Japan. Now, if you excuse me, there's a drink in the back that's calling my name. And its name is Strong Zero, boys. I'll be back momentarily. All right, boys. We're back, and today we have Strong Zero. Now, this is a really powerful drink, but first, before we can drink it, we have to wait in line. See, now we can get a strong zero going on, all right? All right, cool, cool. Let's put a strong zeros down. Let's let the lady check it out. All right, we're getting our bad boy drinks on, all right? And because he's paying for it, we're cracking one open right now with the boys. Ooh. That is a credit card, sir. Woo! Man, that's... Look, Suica is outdated, right, boys? We're on that new age game, all right? I'm trying to find out where my bad boys went, all right? Look. While y'all were studying the Suica, I was on the Passmo, bro. I was on the Passmo. You tell me. But boys don't want to use the Passmo. They just broke my light. Anyway, boys, back to the action at hand. Look, man, I'm not a rich man, okay? I'm a very simple guy. Sometimes you just don't want to use your smartwatch and tap it everywhere. Maybe you don't want to use your phone, right? But at the end of the day, you're still getting your drink. Anyway, moving on forward, we need to talk about why Strong Zero is such a popular drink. Why is it so powerful? Why is it that this single can, that this drink in front of me, controls every impulse in my life? That I will simply fly to Japan to stuff all my luggage and mail all my clothing back home and buy underwear from Don Quixote. By the way, that is not a true story. I can promise you that. They don't sell underwear good enough for me. But one of the reasons why Strong Zero is so popular in Japan is because Chuhais are traditionally cheap in price due to how taxing works on alcoholic drinks. Now, again, like I said earlier, and yes, Kirin cans do feel good, Chuhais are really cheap. I mean, amazingly cheap. While we may have seen the Strong Zero variant from Kirin or maybe from Suntory or any other different types of knockoff brands, these typically always run between a price range of maybe 50 to 200 yen. And that's important because unlike beers, which have a lower percentage of alcohol content, they cost a lot more money for, let's say, a pack of 4, a pack of 6, a pack of 12. You're paying $20, $30, $40 for the amount of alcohol that you can get from 3 Strongs for about $5.50. And that leaves you extra money to buy all the chocolate you want, all the ice cream you want, all the hot dog bread, yakisoba bread that you could ever imagine. And trust me, I've been there before. There are days where I stare at that shelf wondering what I could buy with $6, and I realize I can get drunk every single day for the rest of my life. If this place accepts EBT, I'll be the happiest man in the world. But by also introducing the base of vodka or soju, again, I may have already gone over this, unfortunately, I hopped the gun, they avoid a lot of taxes, which actually hit a lot of other drinks in Japan. So, funny enough, it's one of the reasons why this is actually one of the ultimate pre-games. If a lot of people out there haven't realized that Strong Zero is the #1 choice among the Japanese youths and American youths and Korean youths and Japanese Americans and travelists and EUs and anyone from Canada and Mexico, you name it, from any country, guaranteed you will want Strong Zero over any drink. I don't even know how to express how popular this bad boy is. But for only $1, my night is set. And what makes this really cool is the naming convention, because the term strong in Strong Zero, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. The term strong actually comes from its high alcohol content. For a lot of these drinks, because they hover about 6 to 9%, they are above most alcohol content in container alone. Beer, not so much at 3 to 5. But what makes it even more funnier is that 12% is an actual percentage you can get on a Strong Zero, albeit very, very rare. But after 12%, they do get taxed a lot heavier, and because of that, you want to stay at that sweet spot. And again, no sugar. Again, this drink, 0 sugar, meaning it's keto friendly! So all you aspiring dieters out there who are trying to lose weight like me, take the Strong diet, trust me. I'm down 15 pounds this month. My newest personal best. Every day, hit the gym. Every day, hit the Strong. Every day, hit the gym. Every day, hit the Strong. Guess what? I'm always winning. It's very diabetic friendly, yes. The only carbohydrates in this drink are most likely from the hard alcohol itself. There's virtually no sugar in here. And to actually give you more accuracy, what you're seeing in front of you is the Kirin Strong. What we know is the Suntory Strong Zero, but other variants don't actually use frozen fruit. Some may use aspartame, some may use artificial sweeteners, and that's a problem in the long term because sometimes aspartame will kill you, sometimes alcohol will kill you, sometimes you'll die in general, and that's why we drink. You absolutely puked off a strong zero in the morning, bro. That's a mood. I respect that. That's a mood. I don't think there's anyone out here who hasn't thrown up a strong zero, and I respect that, brother. I respect that. Now, there's different variations of strong zero out there in the world. You can even get sour highballs or Cadence Prime sours. These are a lot of different, even the 7-Eleven knockoff brand, all right? If you guys remember Kirkland brand drinks, Kirkland brand vodka, Kirkland brand beer, boys, this is the Japanese equivalent of Kirkland brand Strong Zero for 9%. And the can's ugly as shit. Anyway, I have to thank, and a quick shout out to my boy. Shout out to Christina Applegate, but also to my younger brother, Jesse, who lives in Japan right now, at Skull9029, living in Japan right now, giving me all these fantastic footage and photos. And man, I love this boy to death. Go hit him up on Twitter. Tell him Kanvy sent you. This man gets even more harder than I do, all right? There are times in my life where I wish that I could aspire to be as strong a man as this specimen in front of me. And yes, hit your local Costco. I think Japan itself also has a variety of drinks as well. So now there's probably the big question is, how do I get strong zero? Well, if you're in Southeast Asia and in Europe, you're in luck. Luckily, you have options like Rakuten, Amazon Co.jp, or somehow, for some reason, winesearcher.com works. And if you use winesearcher.com, you can actually look at what stores and merchant shops ship to your location. Of course, if they say US, they're actually lying to you. But you can also buy strong concentrate. It's winesearcher, WINEDASHEARCHER.com. Whew, that strong's hit me really hard right now. Now, importing is a tricky thing, actually, because the FDA doesn't approve of hard alcohol, such as soju or vodka, in a mixed can without being taxed so heavily, which is why Strong Zero almost never really ends up in the States anyway, which sucks long term. It super sucks. I'll be 100% honest. Now, for all you boys out there in the ocean, we got you covered. If you're in the US, you're pretty SOL, my dude. Yes, I know. Sad moments. Can we get some strong zeros in chats, boys? Rest in peace, Strong Zero. For our country has failed you. But one day we will rise from the dead, and we will avenge you. Which I've already done, boys. Because today, I have to unveil one of my new and insane ingredients. The Imitation Strong made by Kanvy 2D. As of today, I'll be releasing to you my secret ingredient, the Strong 1. Patent pending. And today, you're going to be seeing it first live at KuroCon. Now, bootleg Strong is hard to come through, but if you live in America and you have any of your favorite import shops, guarantee you will find all the ingredients you need. Now, for the F's in chat, for that is fire, let us head to the tapes. So this recording is a bit recent. We actually ended up buying some sangria at Chuhai, which was really, really bad. But what we found out is buying soju at a rough 40% alcohol content actually evens out the concoction the entire time. So what you're seeing here is me mixing a live concoction using CC lemon as the base for the lemon zest. We're also using 40%, 87, 90 proof soju into a mason jar. Now, CC lemon is only a replacement because we didn't have lemons, but the seltzer kind of taste to it gives you a smooth kind of snap to it. And we use club soda from the same guys who make ginger ale, essentially, all right? These are the same guys who make ginger ale. You want to use more carbonation on your club soda if you want more bite with your drink. This panel has everything, yes. Bro, this panel will teach you everything, including how to dodge taxes as a professional. Also, fun fact, if you don't know Melon Ramu bottle soda, I would suggest you pick some up. So what makes this a really interesting drink is that we didn't want to opt for any sugar that was already lemon tasting. So anything lemon, Sprite, 7-Up, or maybe even like Sierra Mist, we wanted to avoid using any of those bad boys. because it detracts from the flavor. And instead of using lemon, we use lime. And if you're wondering, lemon and lime have two contrasting flavors. Lemon is a bit more on the sweeter side, whereas lime is on the more sour side. And when you have this much sugar and the acidity in the lemon, you want to break down the sweetness of the water of the melon ramen soda with the lime, and it balances out a lot of that flavor, especially when you have it with ice. Now, yes, lemon CC is the easiest to buy. So here is Papa Kanvy's homemade strong one recipe list. And again, we're going to go back through the instructions from step one, and it's up to you whether or not you want to go between 1 and 2 ounces of sochu. Now, this is a very important footnote. Sochu has different variations. Much like how sake is made with rice, sochu comes in a variety of flavors, the base of which can be made out of rice, barley, or sweet potato. Now, I would heavily recommend a rice or barley mix for one reason and one reason only. Rice is more akin to sake, which has a much more stronger taste, which means there'll be a lot more bitterness of the alcohol. But barley has a much more neutral flavor profile to it, which will make it a lot more easier to down. And you can pretty much give it to anybody and just be like, hey, it's some jungle juice, right? This is your basic con mix. Yeah, screenshot that bad boy. For posterity's sake, I will be releasing this on Twitter in an hour. Now, of course, you can opt for CC lemon, 1 to 2 ounces of CC lemon, but you can choose to base it with any other lemon drink with minimal carbonation, because what we want the carbonation from is from the Canada Dry. And of course, you want to also have some kind of non-citrus lemon-based soda. So melon, of course, recommended. But if you can do like orange or grape, by all means do it. I'd actually recommend hitting up Fanta. Fanta is the only soda that I know that no matter what version of Fanta you get, they all taste the same. And they're very, 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 very strong. A Strong Zero is a Japanese Tom Collins? Of course it is. And of course, we want to do half a lime or a lemon. In this case, we want to stick with lime, but if you want to go lemon, that is up to you, my dude. Everything from here on out is entirely your gotcha of life. Moving forward, now that we've gone over Papa Kanvy's homemade strong one, Nihongo Collins, yes. We're going to be talking about alcohol culture in Japan. Now, I'm going to apologize now because I'm not a subject matter expert on anything in Japan in terms of culture, but this is more or less an observation that I've made historically through my travels and through all my friends and my relatives that live in Osaka and Kyoto and Japan, over in Hokkaido. And they may not be accurate, so please feel free to correct me. Obviously, I'm a hack at this, and I'm a fraud, and I'm a Dollar Tree imitation of a real traveler. But by all means, I still got this panel, so I mean, good luck next year if you want to try. We're going to talk about, God, why is my keyboard? Yes, alcohol culture in Japan being built into virtually everything that exists in the city. No matter where you go, there is an alcohol building, alcohol billboard. There's some kind of drink discount. There's vending machines that give you beer in the streets. The drinking age is set low. And I swear to God, if there isn't like any point in your life where you're not even like a half a block away from a 7-Eleven for no reason at all, even in the middle of nowhere, there's definitely a problem, okay? I have been in so many situations where I've had no Wi-Fi, and I decided, you know what? I don't need a pocket Wi-Fi. I've been in Japan more than enough times to know where I'm going. And 2 hours later, I am 2 hours east in Chiba, and I'm trying to go all the way to Nakamaguro. All right, I make mistakes. All right, and people, it's okay to make mistakes. All right, I've asked my mom and dad the same exact question. I forgive them, but as far as making, you know, your one-stop destination being a convenience store, you basically can't mess that up. I'll be 100% honest. Now, there is one thing I want to talk about. It's very specific, and it's because of the drinking age. Now, in America, the drinking age is 21 years old. Yes, I know. Should be 18 like other parts of the world, like Mexico, for example. But one of the things that makes Japan very unique in terms of how they handle this situation is that they're built upon a trust system network. Now, you may not know what that term means initially, but it's more about the whole idea that if you say something, you're kept to your word on it. It's not one of those things where you're going to be carded at every corner, every minute. For example, let's actually take a look right now at a transaction in Japan where we are buying alcohol for the first time. Now we have some Strong Zero in the corner, and you're going to see something very amazing. See, in Japan, they don't card you. They don't ask you to present your ID. They just straight up give you a button. And that button says yes. So when you decide to grab that alcohol and you walk up to the desk and you read that panel and it asks you, are you 20 years old? I'm 20 years old. All right. I've been 20 years old my whole life. I am on season 8 right now. I am turning 20 in 2 months for the 9th season in a row. And I'm going to enjoy having Strong Zero for the first time every single time. I'm virtually living an isekai. But you guys also have to remember the other thing. I want you to look at that button very, very carefully. All right. I want you to tell me something. I want you to tell me, I want you to look at my eyes. I want you to tell me without lying that there isn't something wrong with this button. This button only contains the word yes. Now, what if I walk up and I no longer want my Strong Zero? What do I do? I'm committed. From the minute that I grab that drink from the fridge, I am forced to buy it by Japanese law. It's pretty cursed. I'll be 100% honest. It's very cursed. But of course, I can pay for my alcohol with Suica or Passimo or God forbid Apple Pay, Google Pay. Crap. Let's throw in some food stamps in there and some EBT. Give me a cashier's check. Let's get that $1.50 can of Strong. Let's go. So moving on, we're going to go back to the panels now because we actually have to talk about one of the other things that I thoroughly enjoy. And this is something that I've experienced in my travels while doing events. You are more likely to go drinking every weekend that you are in Japan with the following. Your coworkers, for example, are one of the biggest contributions to you drinking every week. And it's ingrained in work culture. It's also ingrained with your school culture. Look, I'm being moderate here. Realistically, we all know we would be drinking every single day. I have friends who drink on Mondays, the very start of the week. I have friends who drink 5 days on the weekends and recover on the weekends. I have friends who are always drunk and never admit to being sober. You do you, boo. I love you for who you are. Besides, I'm drunk right now doing this panel, so does it really matter? I'd be a hypocrite to say otherwise. Let's be fair. But also your seniors, senpais, and kohais. Now, this is a very important topic because Japanese alcohol and the culture that surrounds it is very detrimental to your success if you want to survive in Japan. If you don't know already, Japan loves their alcohol. Much how I like thick fives that saves lives. But it's also the reason why people bond. It's a lot of the reason why we become friends. There are people in this very Discord that I have never met in my life before going out to an event. And after drinking with them, I have created bonds and friendships that I believe will last a lifetime. Or if you're these people, you're probably drinking because your boss is holding your job hostage and you have to pretend to like him for 3 hours and hopefully you get past the part where he verbally abuses you while he's high off sour highballs. But that's above the subject. And of course, yes, it's pretty whack. But that's something you have to deal with in this type of industry. Drinking is common ground for social interactions. Whether you're an eventer, whether you're a school teacher, whether you're a businessman, whether you're an executive at a Fortune 500 company, you will always be drinking every night of your life with your coworkers, with your clients, with your wife, with your kids when they're old enough. And this is a fact of life. It's never changed. It's a historic thing. I can prove it. Wikipedia told me so. And this is where we go to my favorite panel, or slide, where we talk about anomihoudais and why they're so cool. And why anomihoudais in you is the most important thing in the world besides you and me. Look, man, the budget didn't allow me Word out, okay? I don't even have Microsoft Word. I made this in Google Slides, okay? I'm on a budget, bro. If somebody wants to slide me a 365-day Microsoft Access Pass, you know where my Twitter is. You hit my DMs, you give me that access code. We are out of here. All right, Google Slides got me through high school, got me through college, it got me through my GED, it got me through my divorce. All right, this thing saves lives. And by the way, yes, Shaq is a big fan of Japanese culture. Oh, the virtual, I need to see where, the virtual. Oh, right now, yes. Waveform. Gotta spend all the money on the zero. So, anomihoudais, if you don't know already, are a magical place, similar to Disney World, but with alcohol, or Disneyland with alcohol, or Universal Studios with alcohol, or the DMV with alcohol. All right, this place is fantastic. Anomihoudai, if you don't know already, and unfortunately there are people out there, as a translator's note, I'm sorry for killing these pronunciations. As a Baka Gaijin and someone who failed high school Japanese twice in the first year, I'm not quite versed in pronouncing these big words like no mi hodai. But no mi hodai, pronounced no mi hodai, means all you can drink. That's right, buddy. All you can drink. Or if you're unlucky, you'll go to a tabe hodai. Tabe hodai. Also known as all you can eat, with the parentheses at the end. Well, you can drink at Disney, yeah, of course you can, but that's pretty much anywhere else in the world. Like, yes, it's true. But what's cool about Nomi Hodais, similar to alcohol tastings or buying a day pass at Disneyland, they oftentimes have a varied selection of alcohol and drinks, much like amusement rides, and give you a limited time package like 90 minutes to 120 minutes, just like Disneyland. After all, I always wanted to wait 4 hours to ride Space Mountain and go home. Said every person ever who ever walked the earth. Now, here is an example menu of what is exactly on a Nomi Hodai. Bro, you know there's no fast tickets line. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got the budget for that. Okay, we're using Firefox. We can't even afford Chrome. That's how bad we are on the budget. That's why we drink Strong Zero. It's $1.50 a can. Anyway, getting my composure back. Ooh! This menu is an example of a standard Nomi Hodai menu at one of your average establishments. A lot of the time you'll find these at izakayas or any kind of yakitori places. They may have a Nomi Hodai menu. Now, what makes Nomi Hodai really cool is that you have a wide variety of drinks. Okay? You have your favorite, like your classic biru, like Kirin beer, Kirin Ichiban. God, I don't remember the Asahi. God forbid, again, like I said, Orion, or if anyone even remembers, Yabisu. God, Yabisu's a meme, let's be honest, okay? No one drinks Yabisu because it's good, okay? It's like those dudes who drank those alcohol seltzers first before they got popular because they wanted to drink something different, all right? Name me a boy who actually drinks Yabisu on the daily and is willing to go, yeah, man, that's me. I'm a Yabisu kind of boy. And of course, if you're feeling a little bit bougie, yes, go for the cassis-based cocktail. But if you're like me, you're a gentleman with high taste, you go for the cocktail. Or if you're feeling a little fancy and maybe you're like Iggy Azalea, you'll go for the Smirnoff cocktail. Of course, we do have oolong high. Yes, very tasty. And you also have your standard, and I'm actually going to enable the cursor for this. We have ourselves some sours. We have sours, we have beers, we got sochus on the rock, we got wines, literally just the one wine. We got whiskey, plum wine. God, nobody ever drinks plum wine, all right? Let's be 100% honest too. I'm going to be real. There is no person out there who's going to willingly go to a Nomi Hodai and go, yes, I would like your finest plum wine. Yes, I would like your finest Asahi. No, give me like 13 of them cocktails, boy. Throw me off the boat with them sour highballs, bro. Give me some Coca-Cola highballs, a whiskey highball, bro. I want to be destroyed at the end of the night, okay? There is no holding back. 90 minutes is a lot. And of course, umeshu as well. Look, umeshu is very hard to find because it's expensive. Those Nomi Hodais that have umeshu most likely cost about $30. This one right here is only $20, give or take the current exchange rate. I don't know how much the US dollar is tanking, but I'll assume we're at least $22 now. Lemon sours, my people, yes. To the boys, raise your fists up high for the lemon sour. Umeshu no Mihodai, literally one of the best memories in Japan. Oh, yes. I respect that, brother. I respect that. Yes, throw them fists up high. Let's go. And speaking of, yeah, dude, 2,000 yen for 2 hours is really crazy. Yes, I agree with that. That's why some places you go to that are more upscale have other drinks. Now, this one is a bit of an example of a standard menu. Nomi Hodais aren't exactly known for their food. Okay? Now, you don't go to a Nomi Hodai expecting to eat. What you actually do is you go to anomihoudai to eat appetizers while you drink yourself to death, and then grab yourself some random hot dogs or maybe a spaghetti carbonara from the 7-Eleven across the street while you miss the last train, and then sit in a phone booth and fall asleep. And yes, if you're wondering, that did happen to me. I got really drunk. I had a $200 dinner tab. I fell asleep in the phone booth and got kicked out of a Denny's by an old man who basically just said no, because all I wanted to do was sit down. And the man from Denny's, the gatekeeper, the actual boss from Dark Souls, literally said no. He said, that's going to be a yikes, my dude. But when you go to anomihoudai, you'll eventually start to know what you like to drink. Oolong tea highballs are pretty good. The Cassis soda is very sweet. I enjoy it a lot. Umeshu on the rocks if you're feeling pretty old and retired and you want to just enjoy and watch the kids have fun. And Asahi if you're a middle-aged man who hates his job and really just wants to relive his youth. And that's half the reason why you're hanging out with your coworkers who are like in their mid-20s and also selling their life away as well. But hey, what do we know about that, right? Let's go. Another thing too, and this is for me personally. This panel may be a bit of a slapstick. Yes, there's a lot of commentary and comedy, but if it's one thing that I love, which is why I made this panel to begin with, is anomihoudais and drinking culture and Strong Zero brought me a life that I never thought was possible. Now, this is going to be a wholesome moment, yes. But in all the events that I've ever attended, all the people that I've met from different Twitter groups, there is never a point in time where you drink yourself to death and then not look back at these photos and realize that for that moment that you were slightly conscious and very inebriated, you knew what the sense of unity meant for even just 5 seconds. And in that moment, you felt whole. Whether or not it was you puking your heart out or the fact that you have indigestion or heartburn, you felt that warmth and that fuzziness in your chest. And that is something that you will never, ever forget. Of course, there is one thing I will never, ever forget. And that was the time that I went to Little Ham in Japan. Let's, yeah. Now, this is very important because now that we've gone over why anomihoudais are so good, we have to teach you the technique. Yes, I just chugged a sake bottle. Doesn't everybody do that? Look. So part of this panel, if I remember this, if this next one is, yeah, cool. We'll use this photo as a placeholder while we talk about this. Drinking at anomihoudai is a skill, okay? Many people don't talk about this. Yes, we did 5 of those sake shooters, all right? I'm going to be honest, like, you don't see it now, but we did like 5 of those, and there was 3 of us doing those because who are these people? I don't know who these people are. I just know that they were getting hyped, and I was getting hyped, and I blacked out, and I woke up in Nakamaguro and Shinagawa at 3 in the morning, bro.
Okay, so I figured out the whole story. After the concert, we went to go drink, and I went insane. I just checked Twitter, and I just showed you my battery. Supposedly, in the interval between when we finished drinking at the restaurant, I found the spot where I puked for an hour straight. There's nothing but like random bits in the street, and it's fucking insane. But I told my friends to leave me there so that they can bring our other friend back home. And now I'm stuck in Kanagawa, and some random Moroccan dude came up to me, gave me his gloves, which I didn't own prior, gave me more alcohol. Is that the right bench? Fuck. No, it's right here. Yeah, right there. Gave me more alcohol.
The Moroccan dude was a bro. I'll be 100% honest. He was a lifesaver. He bought me hot dogs and alcohol and basically fed my addiction at 3 in the morning. Not my best moment, but I mean, there's a lot of those in my life. Great vomits. Dude, okay, look. When we get to the Q&A, we'll talk more about that, all right? But for now, we actually have to talk about something very important. And that's Jim Beam and sake. So, again, I don't know who these people are. You're asking me an impossible question. I don't speak Japanese. It's like if you randomly go to the arcade and you're playing like with a bunch of people and you don't know their name and you're just like, "What's good, my dude? Let's drink because we had a good game." Like, you just do it. You just do it. Anyway, I need to teach you the secret on how to optimize your anomihoudai rotations. Okay? Now, look, there's no more slides at this point. I think I might have. There we go. It's the Q&A, brothers. We're going to go back one page. We're going to optimize your rotations for maximum DPS. All right? Now, look, I did the math, and I wish I had a slide for this because this is all from memory. If you want to optimize your alcohol consumption at anomihoudai, if you have about 2 to 2.5 hours, always aim to start with the sour highball. And the reason we do the sour highball, the carbonation in a sour highball is one of the highest of all the drinks. Oolong tea highball, not so much. It's a flat drink. You can chug those all day. But the carbonation releases carbon dioxide, which in some shape or form helps you get drunk fast. All right? So what I do is I drink about 6 to 7 sour highballs. And those set me up for the night. And you want to do these in quick succession, back to back to back to back to back. All right? Now, we actually have a legendary Twitter video of this. All right? I'm going to show you a technique that I learned in the field as soon as I can find it. Here we go. All right? Now, I can't claim the validity of whether or not this is still a valid technique. But what you want to do with your sour highballs, you want to double fist them, one in each cup. You want to dual blade these bad boys like you're a dual blader, all right? You play Monster Hunter, you're a dual blader, all right? You play Final Fantasy, you're an assassin. If you play any other game with knives, you're a dex build, all right? This is how you want to treat your sour highballs. You want to double fist these bad boys and you want to consume them as fast as humanly possible. And you want to do that 7 times. That's your rotation, all right? That's your 1-2. You want to get your basic DPS out there. You want to burst that guy down and win the DPS check. Then by all means, do this. And then you're going to want to go back in time. It's a rough approximation. I don't remember anymore, honestly. I fell asleep in a Denny's. I fell asleep in a phone booth and then got kicked out of a Denny's that night. I don't remember anything besides taking the first train home at like 5:30 in the morning. Okay, it's pretty wild. But again, like I said, do your strong highballs. Then order some sake. And like me, drink your sake in one go. The cylindrical build of the sake prepares for fast alcohol consumption. And what people don't realize is that when you have a straight shooter like that, you have something that has no air pockets, no air bubbles. It is a straight feeding mechanism into your throat, that good. Then afterwards, if you don't already have umeshu on the rocks, you do in between every sake shot, you want to do another highball to refresh yourself. All right, anomihoudai is a way of life, and it is an integral part of Japanese culture. And as of right now, it is also a part of mine. And actually, you guys hear that? I hear a knock on the door. Guys, I think we have a guest coming along. Whoa, hold on there, Chief. Whoa. FBI, open up. Oh, it's my boy, Die. And he wants to drink with Kanvy. Let's go. So I'm going to entertain him with one of my favorite drinks in the world, the boot. Now, if you don't know what this drink is, this right here is, well, Thanos had the Infinity Glove, the Infinity Gauntlet, I have the Infinity Boot, the Infinity Tims. And today, boys, with my boy Die, we're going to consume today. Of course, I'm turning off the green screen because this is really annoying. This is actually cursed. It is actually cursed. All right, the boot, dude. Was it worth it? Yes, it was very worth it. It was very worth it. All right. Now, and shout out to some punk in the chat for finding me a boot. RTX on. Now, here's a forbidden technique. I'm actually going to raise the volume up for this one because you guys need to learn this. So let's raise the microphone a bit more. Today, we're going to teach you how to chug 1 liter of alcohol in one go. Now, if you aren't Well-known chuggers in the universe, you know that breathing in and out is a human thing that you do. But did you know that you can breathe while drinking? And did you know that the human breath can be held for up to 2 minutes? That's boot. Now, there is a certain way to drink this bad boy. See, the toes, if you drink too fast, will cramp. So you need to turn the foot sideways so that I am drinking in perfect consumption with the human race. So today, I'm gonna die. No, because here's the thing, boys. Here's the thing, boys and girls. I'm not gonna pass out. I'm going to drink this, and we're gonna have a fun time. Look, this isn't alcohol. This is apple juice. All right, this is actually apple juice. But of course, TOS. So we're gonna stop for now, mainly because everyone is worried. We believe you. Yes. For demonstration purposes. Look, man, look. I'll be honest. I still have a strong. So for now, we'll drink the strong. And today we're going to do a Q&A. So if any of you guys have questions, we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes to do Q&A, boys. I heavily recommend, if you got some questions, put them in. Let's get more drunk first. All right, boys. Second shot's on me. Let's go. How many times have I missed the last train from drinking? 4. I missed 4 last trains. One of them I walked 2.5 hours to go back to Asakusabashi because I had one of those hostels. What happened to my door? I don't know. How many drinks did you have before your famous debut in Shibuya Meltdown? A lot. I had a lot of them. I don't remember. Can you use other neutral spirits for strong ones besides sochu? Sochu mainly because it's either neutral or it's just the right amount of mix that it doesn't interfere with the flavor. Apple juice is pretty good. Was my favorite flavor a strong zero flavor? Why is it melon soda? True fact. Melon soda is very good. What is the best otsunomi snack to eat alongside drinking? If you are not eating spicy rice crackers, peanuts, and cashews, you are not living life. All right, you need those bad boys to offset all the food. You need salt, right? You want it. So here's a trick. Here's a little trick I learned at the bar. If you eat salty foods, you're gonna get thirsty. And you know how a lot of bars love to have these little rice cracker snacks and all these other little tidbits? You want to use the saltiness to help you drink this bad boy because you want to replenish your water sources. Of course, we're not doing water. We're doing alcohol. And that's how you drink more. But yes, I do like the rice crackers. How did your tolerance not go up by now? Because I'm a horrible human being and I don't drink every single day. This is the first time I've drank in this many days. Hi, yes, can we kick it down and for some strong boys? Yes. If you're in the Seattle area, find me. It's your boy Kanvy 2D. I will drink with you. I have more strong in the works. And we have an announcement, actually. See, I have to make this announcement, all right? 2 whole days, yes. I've been sober for... Actually, no. I've been sober for about... I lied. It hasn't been 2 days. I've been sober for, like, less than half a day. When you were drinking with the JPs, how many drinks did it take before they got buzzed? A lot. A lot less than me. There was a point where an old Japanese man was talking to me, and he was telling me, so you like Japanese alcohol, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's good. Oh, you try Japanese sake. Okay, cool. So we do shots. We're about 5 in. Oh, I like you. You remind me of me when I was young. Meanwhile, he's already half past dead. And I'm on my 5th, 6th shot. But, yeah, they definitely did. I mean, I'm a big guy, let's be honest. It takes at least like an elephant tranquilizer to take me down. Favorite anomihoudai? I don't have a preference. All anomihoudais are good anomihoudais. Unless you're going to one of those really, really cheap ones where they only have like beer and like 2 or 3 sour highballs. And they don't do like umeshu or they don't even do like Casa soda, right? If the place serves Casa soda, it's legit. Because that thing's actually expensive. Asian alcohol, debuff man. What's your favorite strong flavor? Realistically, I've actually gotten used to drinking dry. Dry is really good just because it's an alcohol thing. If I had to choose a flavor, it'd be the strawberry Pocky one or the plum one. The plum one's actually pretty good. I haven't tried apple yet. I want to try melon punch. My younger brother already did. He tells me it's really good. You have kind of balanced after anomihoudai, whatever. Favorite snack to eat along with strong. Okay, that's a good one. That's a very good one. My favorite snack to eat with strong was actually the pancetta carbonara from 7-Eleven. It was my first time in Japan. We're in Ryogoku. And what happened was my friends got into a little fight and I didn't know what to do. So I left the apartment and I went to the 7-Eleven, got super drunk. And I ate 3 spaghettis by myself on a street corner at 2 in the morning. And those things were so damn good. Okay? Those things were just so good. White grape's not bad. I haven't tried it though, but I've heard good things about it. Favorite approximation of anomihoudai in the USA? I mean, Four Loko does about the same thing if you chug it. I mean, you chug these bad boys, you're not going to taste anything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I would be eating 3 spaghettis at a street corner at 2 a.m. Dude, that's the Japanese dream. Which convenience brand has the best selection of alcohol? 7-Eleven, hands down. All right, Family Mart, Lawson, New Days, and Matsuya's, all right? Those places do sell chuhais, but 7-Eleven has the highest number per capita of bootleg strong flavors that I've ever seen in my life, right? 7-Eleven strongs are hilarious. They have the worst design. They taste virtually the same. But unlike a lot of the other original strongs, the imitations always use aspartame or artificial flavoring, artificial sweetener. They don't taste the same. So I always want to stick with the originals. And a fun fact, if you actually have dries, you can actually drink these with melon soda or combine them with any kind of syrup, and you can basically make them flavored. Dries are basically just regular strong zeros without the flavoring. So if you had any syrup or any mix-ins, or if you wanted to soak lemon in there, you can have lemon strong zero if you just soak a gallon of these bad boys. Suntories, yes. Have you tried Coke's Lemino Chuhai brand? No, I haven't had the chance, unfortunately. Opinion on Suntory versus Kirin Strongs? They're virtually the same to me, but there is one fundamental difference. Strong Zero from Suntory slightly has a stronger taste. Kirin is more sweeter, but it's not a sweeter flavor as in like a depthful flavor. It's more like it's sweeter because you know that there's something else at work. But when you drink one of these bad boys, you can identify the flavor in every can. And that's something you don't get in the Kirin varieties. If you put chocolate syrup in there, you are dead. Hey, Mr. Kanvy, I'm a friend of Jesse's. When are you going to Japan next year so we can drink? Boy, as soon as that plane opens up, I'm going to the gulag, boy. Deportation, not a problem for me. I will risk it for the biscuit. Do you prefer strong zeros, i.e. no sugar, versus regular strong with sugar? That's actually funny because strong zero has no sugar no matter what you get. They all pretty much have no sugar. And remind me if we get to the part about tax evasion in the panel. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait for KuroCon Volume 3. Unfortunately, we are almost out of time. We are going to end the panel soon. But we do have one announcement, and this is a very fun one. So for a lot of you out there in the industry who wants to get their hands on Strong Zero, who wants to have the legendary drink themselves. So I don't know if Volume 3 is going to happen. Tax evasion is a really tough thing, but as of 2021, I will be attempting to localize Strong Zero as we're cutting a deal with Suntory, and the Moroccan guy that saved me happened to be working for an importation company. So I'm trying to figure out how to import Strong Zero. I'm trying to research things for the FDA right now. I'm trying to localize Strong Zero in 2021. I have no idea how the hell this is going to work, all right? It's something that's been on the backlog for a couple of months now. The Moroccan dude literally owns a ship, okay? And all I have to do is get FDA approval, figure out how to get hard spirit liquor authorized in the States. And as soon as I get that, and I could just save some money, we are going to have Strongs in America. So for 2021, if you are going to KuroCon, come to the KuroCon panel. I will have Strong Zero on deck for the legendary Kanvy suit, where you too can be blindfolded in a bathtub filled with Fiji water and 18 different stock beers. And you too can play gotcha with your favorite drink. So I hope everybody has a great day out there. God bless Suntory. God bless Kirin. And for the boys out there, raise 1, raise 2 out there. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Kampai! Let's go, boys.
I'm glad it got me my first award, but like, and it became out to be a very